Hi everybody, it's Andy from Mosh from the Mosh here with the guys from Curran. Welcome.
Hi,
Hello.
thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's great. Now, as we've talked before we started the professional interview,
Yeah.
you opened up the main stage.
We did, yeah.
Now,
We tried.
we tried.
Yeah.
That must have been a bit of a nerve-wracking experience thinking about it.
A little bit.
Not bad.
Plus, you couldn't have had a heavy night the night before.
Sadly not, actually. So
We had a
wish-
sleepless night.
We had a sleepless night, yeah. In rock and roll terms, no, we definitely didn't. But it's more daunting just because you know the people, especially this far into the festival, they're not going to be getting up as quick. And we had a lot of loyal fans that knew we were playing and came out and they made the effort, God bless them. It's more daunting just when you see the size of the room and you know how many people could be in it.
Yeah.
But as I said to the guys, and our philosophy is, 5 people, 50,000, it's the same show.
Yeah. It's
You know,
just got to be you on the
it's-
plate on it at the end of the day.
It's a different feel from an open air festival. You
Yeah.
can't fill up a field. The sky keeps going forever, so you don't feel quite so empty in those situations. So the room is a bit different, but Mark did his thing and got him talking and dancing. So
With it being an indoor festival, apart from going between stages in the bloody rain, for you guys on stage, do you see much of the audience apart from the front few rows? Because when you do an open air
Not
festival,
really.
if it's nice day,
I'll be honest, you don't see many faces beyond, say, the first 4 or 5. But I mean, sometimes there is only 4 or 5. You've got to be honest. Like we're at a certain stage in our careers.
I like to think that I try to see the back row because of I was the kid in the back row.
yeah, we've all been
I
there.
was the kid that thought, oh my God, he just looked at me. And I like to think that I try to at least return that. So I like to think I try to see, obviously, especially if you're playing a big field, you're never going to see,
No.
But at the same time, I like to think that I'm at least letting them feel like I am trying to look at them. Because like I said, I was that kid in the back row.
You point your eyes in that direction just in case those eyes are waiting for them.
Yeah. It's like everything, like you said, we've all been there, we've all been at the back row, we've all been there wanting to see our idols on stage.
Yeah.
Well, somebody once told me that, the minute you look out into your audience and don't see yourself, you're in trouble. And it's the truth. I still look down and see myself in the front row. And especially because I was just out with the choir boys for a couple of weeks. And we were I forget where we were, but there was 2 young kids in the front row. And I mean, they're like 9 and 10. And it was just like, I remember being that kid going to a show, especially on a Saturday night when you get to stay up late. And I dedicated the songs to them and I made them feel, like, let them know that I knew they were there. And that to me is what it's all about, still seeing yourself in that front row.
Because that one time that they feel acknowledged is that time that'll give, like for yourselves, and give you that motivation. They could be the next
It might be
generation.
the time they decide they want to join a band, do you know what I mean? And that's important for people like us because we made that decision based on exactly that feedback.
And it's word of mouth. If they like it, they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to and you just hope that it's that old school way of just word of mouth.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Which is a missed art at the moment.
And
isn't it?
let's
'Cause
face it,
social
the
media
best form
takes
of
over.
entertainment and advertising. If you haven't got it, you've got nothing.
And let's face it, the kids of today, I mean, that is the Facebook, that's the Twitter. It ain't you and me and mom and dad, it's the kids. And if they ain't talking about you, well then, it's all, yeah.
So so moving on from like with the set and everything, is there a track in particular, it'll probably be different for both of you, that would epitomise Curran?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a very
Sure.
good question.
I've maybe got a couple. I'm going to think while you answer.
Oh,
I'll
thanks.
let the singer do the legwork. It's fine.
I mean, it's kind of like asking me which one of my kids I like the most. I love
For
you,
me,
babies.
I'll be honest, my daughter's there. I can't say baby's on the way because can't prioritise a baby. That's not even
You'll
born
judge
yet.
her when she's there to judge.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do you know something? I'm gonna say it's for me. It's probably "Stand By You." It's a very personal song to me, but it's also the first song that, because a lot of the material coming into this band was kind of pre-written and it was existing, so the guys kind of roughed off the rough edges. "Stand By You," the guys really got they really got their teeth into it. It was the first one that we really kind of took from an embryo and made it into a track, and it's getting the most attention and people love it. But for me, I'd say it's probably it was the first real Curran song, and it's just, for me, it's "Stand By You."
Nice. Now the pressure's on.
It's a lucky answer because I say the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's I'm a guitarist, obviously, so I mean that song for me has a particular penchant that I jump onto because it's more of a kind of traditional 80s rock band, not just 80s rock band, but that kind of scene, guy on a hill, hat, guitar solo, that kind of classic thing that you know, kids in guitar shops want to see and hear, and I did when I was a kid in guitar shop. I even had it when I worked in a guitar shop before I did tours. It was always there and still is.
Yeah.
So for me,
It's that
for
poster
a
image.
for a few different reasons than Mark's maybe, because obviously he wrote the lyrics, he's got that personal tinge
Yeah.
to it. But
But
for a
no,
purely
it's-
performance and band epitome kind of thing, for me, it's that song because of the attitude of it.
See, that's quite nice knowing that. Without realising it, it was the same song.
Yeah,
but
no,
obviously
I'm
for
quite
very,
surprised, to be honest.
for very different
I'm
reasons.
not
which is-
actually, just because again, it's just the energy that's in the track, and like when we nail it, because there's some quite high harmonies, and it's one of them.
Yeah, there is.
There's one of
I
them.
do them. They're really high.
It's one of them.
Really
that,
fucking high, man.
yeah,
Seriously.
it's one of them that
They're
if,
so high.
if you nail it, you nail it big. But if you mess it up, you mess it up big. And I think you know something. I think if all the band were sitting here, I think they'd actually would say that there's a
Yeah.
great energy in it, and it's that midway song in the set where it's kind of like you either push it over the edge or we're going home after this one. And
If there wasn't
do I-
crosshairs in the sight, that would be it.
I think all the guys would actually would pick it out. Actually,
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
That's why, like I said, I've asked that many times before.
You've dragged a fact out of us that we
Yeah.
didn't even know, man. That's good.
I
isn't
know,
it?
that's
Nicely
really
done.
good. That's like one of those little. You see like the press reviews and you see like one sentence
Yeah,
there you go.
agreement. That's all you say.
that's
we
your
agree.
Parkinson moment, man.
No, it's
Yeah.
not
You
quite
can start off
that.
to pick up 3 pens now. You know that.
For one, it's not late on a Saturday night,
True.
and B, Saturday night TV shit.
So that's true. That advert's probably the only thing on. Do you like a free Parker pen? Here's Graham Norton. I'm sorry.
So and obviously with the show over for you guys after today, what's next for? What's on the horizon?
For me, my wife's birthday, which it is today.
Happy birthday, Finn.
Yeah, happy birthday, wifey. She's
what's
very
next?
understanding, so here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we've all got
what's next
very
on the gig
understanding
front?
partners. I mean, we've got a very full year. We were just in the studio actually working on new music for a big project towards the end of the year. We've got Cambridge.
That's really exciting, actually. I mean, can't talk about it. It's really
Yeah,
annoying.
I know. There's a couple of festivals booked that we're not allowed to announce until they make the announcement,
Yeah.
which is killing me. But if anybody is downloading our new album off of iTunes, so there's quite a lot of stuff going on at the moment.
You said that. I didn't.
I'm
I
just-
don't get shot.
I'm just read between the lines.
Just come along to whatever gig
Yeah,
we announce and
we're actually
cop off it.
we're doing Harley Davidson's 90th anniversary in London. Here comes the rest of the band. We're doing Harley Davidson's 90th anniversary in London. We've got Les Fest, Cambridge Rocks. I'm hoping, it's not confirmed, but we're hoping to possibly be back out with the Choir Boys at the end of the year. There was some talk of that. There's a lot going on. I keep checking the Facebook and the website. We're going to be in the UK for the rest of the year, easily playing anywhere. And I mean, we'll play pay toilets and use our own change if we have
See,
to.
I'm going to test you now
Okay.
Go on.
because
Oh, I
you did
didn't
say
s-
something very in particular.
I
Now the
didn't
rest of the band's here.
What's been said?
Oh God, what's been said? What do we need to
No,
clarify?
this will be interesting.
I was shocked.
We were
And the guys were shocked with this. Now, I'm going to ask the three of you separately. So, honest answers. Which Curran track would epitomise the band?
Ooh, you all look to the floor. That's weird.
Yeah, I hope it's the floor because they're looking at.
They look puzzled.
Yeah.
Like they don't know the songs.
No, because what they're trying to do is shit. What's
Which one
been
do they
said?
say?
I would say Stand By You, personally, on the basis that it's got everything in it. It's got vocal harmonies, which hopefully we're quite good at. It's got some awesome guitar playing in solos. Rhythm's not too bad. Vocals are good.
Good.
It's all. It's a.
I love the way you say rhythm's not too bad. He's the rhythm guitarist. Good man.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, that was the first thought that was in my head as well.
What rhythm's shit? Thanks.
Exactly.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, kind of says it's all that now.
Yeah, basically. No, Stand By You, and then My Love and Let You Down was hidden just behind it, but I think Stand By You.
Yeah, that's fair.
Totally agree. I mean, Stand By You is just.
House, drop the filter.
Really?
Oh, has everyone said it?
Everyone has said exactly the same.
Cheers for that text, Mark. Cheers.
Yeah. But, see, the reason I ask is I know everyone has a different track, and everyone that I interview always comes out with a different track and for different reasons. But everyone seems to have it, but for different reasons. But it's still like one track that, for whatever reason, whether it be because it's the lyrics, it's the first track that you guys got together with, and
If our next album's really samey, it's your fucking fault. You know that, right?
You can't blame me.
I think also as well, it's probably the one track where when the chorus hits in, hairs on the back of your neck stand up a little bit. If it doesn't happen, easy.
Especially if we're
Easy.
back in the words,
If hairs don't stand up on the back of your neck when the chorus hits in,
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, it's those,
Up against the wall,
it's
mate,
those
done.
crosshairs again we mentioned before.
There's
my
a
favourite
gun
song to
habit we
play
didn't
live
know
as
about in this band.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go to Texas.
No, maybe that'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, we never make it out of Texas
And it's
alive.
another one of them like Black Horse tracks on the record that I mean, it's not your typical just 3-chord formulated rock and roll. There's a little bit, something different going on, and I think for me, I mean,
Fourth chord.
yeah, I mean, don't tell the quote, we found it. The people are.
very good, very good.
Oh, you woke up
Forgive me, that
on
was-
the spot.
That people are latching on, and it's actually becoming the dark horse, and I can actually, exclusive. I think it's going to be the next single actually, and we've got a big time director that wants to direct it, and I think that's going to be the next video. But it's the Black Horse of the album for me that people are really latching on to, and yeah, so that's
Like I say, it's just what a moment that I've actually got a band that have said the same song.
and it's on camera, so
And
we
it's on
can.
camera.
First one.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. Do you know what? I think that's a perfect moment to end.
I think it is.
Have you been holding that the entire time?
No.
And on that note, I'll stand by you.
Cheers, guys. Like I said, I
Thank
think
you.
that's a fitting note to finish. You can put the camera down now.